You know, it is very sad to me to hear that Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus is closing their doors after, almost 200 years. I grew up going to the circus. I actually did so on my birthday a number of times. That just happened to be when they were coming to town. They would come in right around the July 4th holiday. My birthday's July 3rd. So very often my family would take me to go see the circus for my birthday, which was awesome. I really have to say, super fun. Really loved the circus. Really loved seeing the big animals, not just the elephants, of course, that was a big draw, but also all of the other animals that they would come along with, the dancing ponies, the trained tigers, the lions. I loved the acrobats. I loved the music. There's so much about it that was just absolutely fantastic. Yeah, well, okay, maybe the music wasn't as fantastic, but I mean, if you think about it, the idea of going to a circus, seeing people perform short little skits, the clowns. Okay, clowns are kind of creepy too, but the elephants, just so much about it, and the excitement of being there, something about the circus. It's always going to be defined by Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. That's just the way it is. And the fact that they've announced that they're going to close, primarily because of the pressure from animal rights activists who have accused them of being cruel. Look, I can't answer on their training methods. I've never observed the training methods. I can say that watching tigers, these are animals that would kill you if they had a chance, just like your pet cat would kill you if it had a chance. Do not be fooled. Cats are vicious, horrible creatures. But just to see these animals doing these amazing things, very often anthropomorphic things. I mean, that's what people think is cute. I mean, that's why people watch cat videos in the first place, right? So it doesn't matter if they're tigers or little tiny whatever. Always enjoyed it, and I'm sad to see it go. Now, in terms of whether somebody else has the right to say you can't do that, that's the question that needs to be asked. If your neighbor was abusing his children, I think that you might have almost a duty to say something to your neighbor. Yeah, it might get messy. If your neighbor is abusing his animal, it gets a little grayer at that point, doesn't it? I mean, in a sense, an animal is the property of that person, right? If your neighbor is teaching your animal how to do tricks, I fail to see exactly how that comes up to be abuse. But the issue of going and ratting out your neighbor, accusing him of doing something, and very often this happens, especially with these animal rights activists, it happens anonymously. Where is the opportunity for the circus to be able to defend themselves against these accusations? They can't, because these accusations are made in secret. You don't know who it was exactly that made the accusation, do you? You don't see the proof. You don't see that, well, you see, here's the abused elephant. What you hear are these vague allegations of abuse, and it smears the name. Next thing you know, they can't make money doing this thing that they've trained their entire life, and these very expensive animals. I mean, think about it. How much does an elephant eat? It's not cheap. I've got 4 teenage boys. I'm thinking probably less than what you'd pay for one elephant, just thinking about it. Anyway, my point is this. Mind your own business. You don't like the fact that somebody has trained an elephant to do a headstand? Don't go and see the show. But to put pressure, to smear the name, to do these kinds of campaigns that negatively affect the reputation, that's cowardly. That's my 2 cents. Love to engage you in this. If you want to send me an email, steve@radiofreespeech.com. I do have the ability to Skype people in on some of our conversations. If you missed the Jack Bennett interview that I did over the weekend, check it out. It's on the interviews page. And if you like what I'm doing, please consider buying a subscription, or you can do like Inland Petro Service Inc. has done and purchase some advertising as well. All the details right there at radiofreespeech.com. Once again, buy a subscription, send me an email, and become a sponsor. It's all up to you if you want to see more of this. Thank you very much.